was her husband, Oliver. He was known as Dew. His cheating, drinking ways inspired plenty of Loretta's music.
And don't come home drinking with a lesson on your mind.
She wrote about her turbulent marriage in her autobiography, Coal Miner's Daughter, later turned into a film.
I'm warning you. I better not ever catch you with trash like that again.
Still, the couple stayed married for 48 years until his death in 1996.
He was not just my husband, he was my dad. He was everything.
Jim Taylor, CBS News.
Family says Loretta Lynn died at her home in Tennessee. Well, the Supreme Court's tackling an important case today as we hear from CBS's Jim Krasula.
The court is considering a lawsuit seeking to force Alabama to create a second black majority congressional district. A lawyer for the state told the justices.
That is our core argument, that it cannot be that they can come forward with to draw.
NAACP lawyer Duell Ross spoke on behalf of the plaintiffs.
There's nothing race neutral about Alabama's map.
While 27% of Alabama residents are black, only one of the state's 7 congressional districts is mostly African American.
Florida's path to recovery from Hurricane Ian is going to be a long one. CBS's Manuel Bojorquez taking in the destruction on Sanibel Island.
The extent of the destruction is staggering. Trees flattened, homes shredded, roads ripped apart. Some evacuees returning to see the damage firsthand, like the Jankowskis brothers who took a boat here.
Devastation is unreal. It's horrible. I mean, you walk down these streets, you can't even recognize what streets they are. It's a tragedy.
The FAA is telling airlines to give flight attendants at least 10 hours off duty between shifts. Currently, it's 9. Union President Sarah Nelson.
This was a safety risk in aviation.
3 men awarded the Nobel Prize for Physics today. CBS's Vicki Barker.
American John F. Clauser, Alain Aspect of France, and Austrian Anton Zeilinger share the prize for pioneering work in quantum mechanics that helped crack a conundrum first posed by Albert Einstein.
It's the way matter and light can be entangled even when distance is apart. Right now on Wall Street, the Dow is up 750 points. This is CBS News.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. To learn more.
This is KNX News, 97.1 FM.
The people you know.
The voices you trust.
Tuesday morning, October 4th. Good morning. It's 9:03. I'm Chris Seatons.
And I'm Vicki Moore. Looks like there's going to be a lot of noise in the City Hall chambers today. This is downtown Los Angeles. Has to do with the moratorium on evictions. But what will the council's decision be? We get more live from City Hall right now on our John Baird.
What do we want? When do we want it?
They were making noise on the south steps of City Hall just a short time ago, and then they marched into the building. They plan to make more noise when the council meeting starts. They want the emergency rules to remain in place, that is the eviction moratorium, because if the council moves forward and ends it, some renters say they'll be in limbo, they'll be booted out, and possibly they'll end up on the street.
This is not right, and this is not human. We have been treated like animals.
But the landlords say they've been treated like piggy banks, and they should not have to provide live for free, especially now with the effects of the pandemic easing up.
You know, everything's back to normal. I just want to know why and the moratorium needs, and you know, there are a lot of jobs out there. People can work.
And they can pay their rent now, they're saying. But Vicki and Chris, the tenants feel that before the LA City Council ends the eviction moratorium, it needs to pass permanent protection for renters.
All right, John Baird reporting for us. Now to our other breaking story from this morning. You heard it live here on KNX. 4 people now in custody after that wild chase across at least 4 local freeways. The pursuit began after the Walnut area, black BMW hitting speeds well over 100 miles an hour at times. Led police on the chase across the San Gabriel Valley. The car lost its front passenger right side tire. It was driving. The rim actually turned inward and was stationary. It was sending sparks out. Also lost the rear. It finally ended shortly before 8:30, so about 35 minutes ago, when the driver rear-ended a big rig on the 91 freeway in North Long Beach. 2 suspects ran from the vehicle. They're both arrested. 2 others who remained in the vehicle also taken into custody.
Gas prices up, and it's being called just a tragic accident in Echo Park this morning involved a homeless woman and a big rig. Continues after traffic. It's 9:05.
Sponsored by the Auto Club of Southern California. Your traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5s. Jennifer York.
All right, so let's take you to the North Long Beach area where this chase ended because they had all lanes blocked on the westbound 91 between Downey and Paramount. They've reopened the carpool and 2 left. What the damage is done, I mean, holy moly, you're out of Buena Park, almost to Carmenita. It's pretty much a loaded drive from Artesia. What does that mean for you? Well, jump off, take Artesia. I want to warn you, it's a little approaching Paramount, but you can also jump up to Alondra. Alondra seems to be moving fine westbound. And then the eastbound side is a lot of look-through slowing because that's where the suspects ran across the roadway. I believe most of that activity is just kind of on the right shoulder as they continue to investigate this whole situation. And you got to back up there for a couple of miles on that East 91 from before the 710. All right, a couple other things. The North 101 that's in the heart of downtown there. And a northbound side of the 5 is just really heavy through that whole area as well. So North 101 is slammed. That boxtail truck, and then boxtail truck, right? And then also the North 5 is heavy. So both heading up out of downtown are miserable drives. South 5 is heavy from, coming out of Burbank all the way down. South 1 is heavy from Santa Monica Boulevard. But prior to that, we have a stop. One at Lancashire in the right lane. Thank you for all the tip calls. 134 East in the heart of Eagle Rock. That was a car fire at Figueroa. They finally got it on a flat. And that's why that eastbound 134 is heavy out of Glendale, and the westbound 134 still remains pretty tough leaving Pasadena. Have you received your free AAA full picture quote? Well, it gives you a 360-degree view of your auto insurance quote, from premiums to coverages to discounts. Visit AAA.com/insurance to see just how much you. Point Hills Hyundai 24-hour traffic center.
Highs lower 80s, the beaches today, mid 80s, LA and Orange County Metro. Mid-90s in the valleys under mostly sunny skies. A little warmer today than yesterday. 50s and 60s for your overnight lows. Tomorrow, more sunshine's on the way. Long Beach right now, 68 degrees. We've got 66 in Chino, currently at 66 in Fullerton at 908.
Quick little gas price roundup for you. Average price, yes, it went up again. About 2 cents overnight in LA and Orange counties. And all-time highs, $6.49 a gallon in LA, $6.45 in Orange County. Increases in the Inland Empire, even bigger Ventura County. Sam.
Police in Echo Park say it appears to be an unfortunate accident after a homeless woman sleeping in a pile of boxes in the parking lot of a supermarket is hit by a big rig. Investigators say the truck tried to make a U-turn in that parking lot at Alvarado and Montana Streets, drove over the boxes, dragged them about 50 feet. LAPD Detective Juan Campos tells CBS 2 that the trucker wasn't aware he hit the woman until he was told by the
talked to the employees of the taco truck, and they said they thought it was a pile of trash that was there before the arrival of the truck. So there was already perception that this person that was laying down there was surrounded with other items, and that's what the truck driver's story was.
The woman, who's believed to have been in her 30s, was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver is cooperating with investigators and has been questioned.
Investigators still on the case of this LAUSD cyber attack. Investigators for the feds and the district going over sort of the last of the documents they think were posted on the dark web.
Superintendent Carvalho told reporters the hackers did not get any social security numbers, psychological or health evaluations on students.
We have seen some degree of evidence of data. We believe that the vast majority of that data is not recent data.
Carvalho said it affects some students from 2013 to 2016, mostly school records and addresses. He said the people who were hit, facilities department contractors and some former part-time facilities employees.
We have found no evidence of widespread access or dissemination of employee information. That includes personally identifiable information specific to employee social security numbers, employee health